Hi everyone, welcome to the video lecture series of Theory of Automata and Formal Languages. We are into unit number 2 where we are learning about the concept of regular expression, and we have completed almost every topics of regular expression. Now we are into a topic known as equivalence of two finite automata. That means how do you justify or how do you find that the given two automatas are equivalent to each other or not. Okay. So for that, we have to get back to one important thing that we have to get back to the introduction part of this particular topic. Okay, so if we in earlier previous videos we have learned completely about the regular expression part, that is the representative of a particular regular language. Okay, so there we have learned how we have to use the regular expression, how to use as a part of representing phase, then how to convert that particular expression to a finite automata, and so on. So in this video we'll be learning about an algorithm based on which you can directly justify that these two given two automatas are equivalent to each other or not. Okay, so let us check the scenario. Okay, so I have given a particular topic where the condition I have mentioned over here for finding the equivalence of two finite automata. So basically, if you have to find out the conditions, number one condition is that two finite automaton over sigma, that is the given input alphabets, are equivalent if they accept the same set of strings over this one. This is very much important. If suppose I have given two automatas, and one automata is accepting some other set of strings and the other automata is accepting other set of strings, then directly we can say that those two automaton are not equivalent to each other. Clear? Okay, so we have seen the first condition where we have came across that if both the automatons are having different set of strings, then directly we can nullify that these two automatons are not equivalent. In the second condition, we can say that whenever two automatons are equivalent, there is some string w over the input alphabet satisfying the following condition. This is important one. Okay, if one automaton reaches a final state on application of w, okay, and on the other hand, if the other automaton reaches a non-final state, that means if you get a pair where it is a final non-final or a non-final final, then you can directly say that those two automatons are not equivalent to each other. Okay, so this is how we are going to explain, or we are going to check it out based on these two conditions only. We will be checking how the two automatons are equivalent to each other or not. Okay, so let me get back to an example. Okay, so I'm having an example where A and B are two automatons, okay, and I have to consider the following automatons to determine whether they are equivalent or not. Okay, so firstly I just need to find out a pair. Pair means pair comprises of first set, it comprises of the state of this one, first machine, and the state, and second set comprises of the second machine. Okay, now basically what we need to find out, okay, so basically we need to find out a pair. Say suppose pair may be a final non-final or a non-final final pair. If we get certain pairs, then we have to stop there and we have to say that these two machines are not equivalent. If in the entire scanning process, I will let you know how to scan this scenario. If in the entire scanning process you doesn't find any kind of such pairs, that is final non-final or non-final final, then these two machines are equivalent to each other. Okay, so let me check, let me cross verify with this. How to do it? With the help a state transition table you can draw, we can find out where I'm having q and q dash. Okay, q and q dash is nothing but these are the state. Q comprises of the states for a machine A, and q dash comprises of the states for machine B, and qc, because C and D are the inputs, so we can directly say that we can carry forward for equivalence, because if both the machines are having different input symbols, then we can stop there and we can say that those two machines are not equivalent. This is first condition, correct? So as we are having the same input symbol, so I will be first looking for QC for first machine and second machine QC, first machine QD and second machine QD. Okay, So sorry for this. Okay, so this is the basic, you can say the input. Okay, now we'll be starting off with the scenario. So initially we have to take the pairs from machine A. I have to take the initial state, and from machine B I have to take the initial state as first pair. That means Q1 Q4 will be the first pair. Here, so Q1 Q4 is the first pair, and now what we need to do is that Q1 on sync C input where it is going, and Q4 on sync C where it is going. That I have to write over in this particular transition. Okay, so that means Q1 on sync C where it is going to itself only, right? That means I have to write down Q1 on sync C, it is coming back to itself, that is Q1, correct? Okay, so then if I talk about Q4 on sync C, it is coming to itself. That means the same set I have to write down. Okay, Q4. Clear? So this is all about the first one. Now if I look into the input D, Q1 on sync D where it is going to Q2, correct? Like this we have to find out. Okay, now I have skipped one thing that we have to look into the matter. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, so Q2, now I will let you know. And then Q4 on sync D where it is going, Q4 on sync D, it is going to Q5. Okay, Q5. Now you have to look into one thing, that after scanning this you have to check that is Q1 and Q4 non-final final pair or final non-final? No. Q1 and Q4 are both final, so we can proceed forward. Q2 and Q5 both are non-final, so I can proceed forward. Just I have to stop at that moment when I find that it is like a final non-final or a non-final final pair. Okay, now I'm done with this. Now how to proceed forward? Okay, this is just the initial part. We have to start off with the initial states. How to proceed forward? See, whatever after scanning this process, whatever a new state you are coming across, that I have to bring it down. See, Q1 Q4 I was scanning and I found Q1 Q4 for input C. Then for D I got Q2 Q5. So new state is, new pair is what? Q2 Q5. So bring it over here. I will shift a little bit upwards, okay, so that it will be clear to me. Okay, so I'll be increasing a little bit of font size. Okay, fine. So I'm increasing, so I'm using Q2 Q5 now. Okay, Q2 Q5. Now on sync Q2 on sync C where it is going to Q3, correct? And Q5 on sync C where it is going, Q5 on sync C, it is going to Q6. That means Q2 Q5 on sync C, it is going to Q3 Q6, correct? So it is Q3 Q6, Q2 Q5 on sync C, it is going to Q3 Q6. Now Q3 Q6, if you look into this particular matter, these two are non-final, so there is no issue about that, correct? So now we can move forward. Now Q2 Q5 on sync D, Q2 on sync D where it is going to Q1, correct? And Q5 on sync D where it is going to Q4. That means Q1 Q4 will be your next state. So we got Q1 Q4 is the next state. Now as we have already scanned this, Q1 and Q4 both are non-final, and so there is there is no problem, we can move forward, correct? Now what we got a new state after scanning here, we got a new state as Q3 Q6, correct? Okay, so we have to bring this Q3 Q6 over here. Now we have to look into for C input and for D input. Now Q3 and Q6 on sync C where it is going, Q3 on sync C, it is going to Q2, and Q6 on sync C, it is going to Q7. That means it will be Q2 Q7, correct? Okay, So we got Q2, Q7 is the new state. Now if we look into Q2, Q7, these are both non-final, so it doesn't have any problem, so we can move forward. Now Q3, Q6 on sync D, where it is going? Q3 on sync D, it is going to itself Q3, and Q6 on sync D, it is going to itself, that is Q6. That means the new state for Q3, Q6 on sync D, it is going to itself. Okay, so that means the new state will be Q3, Q6. Okay, so as Q3, Q6 already we have done, these are both non-final, so doesn't have any problem. Now finally what we got a new state, we got Q2, Q7 is the new state. Till now we haven't got any final, non-final or non-final, final pair, so we are continuing with this. Okay, so the new state that I have got is your Q2, Q7. So I have brought this Q2, Q7 over here. Now we have to look for C input and D input. If successfully, if we doesn't get new state and we are done with this, then we can say that these two machines are equivalent to each other. Okay, let me check now. Q2, Q7, Q2 on sync C, it is going to Q3, and Q7 on sync C, it is going to Q6. That is, the state is Q3, Q6. Okay, clear? So we got Q3, Q6 as the new state. But if I look into this particular, is this a new state? No, it is not a new state. We have already scanned and both are non-final, so doesn't have any problem. And finally, for the last input QD, Q2 and Q7 on sync D, where it is going? Q2 on sync D is going to Q1, and Q7 on sync D, Q7 on sync D is going to Q4. So that means the state that I have got is Q1, Q4. So I got Q1, Q4 as the new state. So if I ask you one thing, that during this entire process, did I got any pair which is like final, non-final or non-final, final? We didn't get. That means this is the final answer that I have got, and I can directly say that these two machines are equivalent to each other. Okay, so this is how we need to find out that whether two machines are equivalent to each other or not. Okay, so let me in the next video, if you want, I will be taking one more example on this equivalence of two finite automata, and I will bring it one more example where you can directly find out that whether these two machines are equivalent to each other or not. Okay, so hope you have understood the scenario. Based on two important things you have to keep in mind, that equivalence of two automata is dependent on these two conditions. First, we have to check that the machines are having the same set of strings or not. If not, then directly stop there and you can say that both the machines are not equivalent to each other. That is the first criteria. Second criteria, we have to check that we have to do this process. This table process until we reach a scenario where a pair is having a final, non-final or a non-final, final scenario. If you found like such kind of scenario, then you have to stop there and you have to say that both the machines are not equivalent. And if you doesn't find such kind of pairs, just like this question where I have completed the entire table and I have scanned the entire pairs and I didn't got a state where it is a final, non-final combination or a non-final, final combination, then I can say that these two machines are equivalent to each other. Okay, so I think in the next video lecture I will let you know one more example and we will discuss on that. Thank you for watching the video, and if you have any suggestion for this, please let me know, or you can comment down below. Okay, thank you for watching.